Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. With expats, it's every man for himself over here. Unity is just not going to work, guys. It was a pipe dream of mine. I'm not going to stop trying, but I've changed my theme for my walk from expat unity to hope. I'm going to dedicate this walk to Filipinos all over the country. But I was able to do my long walk today, 22 kilometers from San Carlos City to Valle Hermoso, right on the border of Negros Oriental. It took 3.5 hours. And the reason I did this walk, I wanted to gauge my training progress, make sure the shoes were going to be comfortable, really get a visual of where I'm going, because I've went up and down this highway so many times, but it was always in a bus, never walking. I wanted to know where the shade spots were there any danger spots, but everything went great today. The weather cooperated. I want to thank Marilyn. She was behind the camera giving us this good footage rather. But I just thought that I want this walk to really mean something. I'm a tourist over here. If I could raise money doing this walk, I would, but I can't do it. It's not, it will be against the law. But I want to give some hope to people in the Philippines. It's like a spiritual gift, my way of paying them back for everything they've done for me, because really, they've given me a new life. I always talk about the new life that we give these women over here, but let's be honest, a lot of us get a new life too. I've got expat friends over here, and, my dream is that all expats get along over here, but it's really a pipe dream. At the end of the day, it's every man for himself. If we're not united at this point, most of us are in our 60s and 70s, it's never going to happen. So if I'm going to walk 165 kilometers, I want it to be for a worthy cause. And just looking in the people's eyes that I met along the way, see, when I do the walk, I'm going to be actually carrying the camera myself, and I'm going to stop and talk to people because they were asking me questions today. I want them to know why I'm walking. When you mix hope and you mix faith together, that creates miracles. I'm living proof of that. Guys. Y'all heard my story so many times. When I showed up at the homeless shelter, May the 13th, 1998, I weighed 140 pounds. I get emotional even thinking about it. Before my mother died, I worried my mother to death. And I'm going to have to live with that for the rest of my life. We worried her to an early grave. My mother was 62 when she died. But when I got there, I had no socks, no shoes. I had nothing. But the people at that homeless shelter gave me some hope. So I know what hope can do for people. And that's what I want to dedicate my walk to the Filipino people. I got emotional today, man. Last night was the 10th and final week of the 50,000 peso Sunshine Shows giveaway to celebrate our 50,000 subscribers. And we gave away 5,000 pesos. Well, the young lady showed up today. And I'm telling you, man, I made a short about it, but y'all don't see it, man. I almost broke down and cried, man, because I knew that the universe was right this time when they picked that young lady. She told me before I cut the camera on, she said the timing was perfect. She said she didn't even have any money for her, for her, for her kids and the school supplies, man. The universe, the spin wheel never is wrong, man. And you could just see the humility. And, when you help other people, you help yourself, man. I'm so much better for what I decided to do with my channel over here, man, for what we decided to do, because this is a community, guys. Everybody else may not come together, but this community comes together. I was just thinking last night, we've directly and indirectly had a 50 million peso impact on this country in the last 2 years, man. I mean, that's just unbelievable, guys. And it keeps on going. It keeps on going. One of my subscribers, he's having a house built by Rock Engineering next week. See, so if I'm going to walk 165 miles, that's what I want it to represent. I just don't want it to be for nothing. And if I make it about expat unity, it's going to be for nothing. I doubt if anybody's even going to show up at the boulevard when I get to Dumagetti. But enough of that. I wanted to make sure that things were going to work out today, which I knew that they were, man. There's no doubt in my mind that I could make this walk. Guys, look, it's not a gimmick. I'm too old for gimmicks. I'm trying to be an inspiration. I'm trying to, challenge you to challenge you. Life is too short, man. You never know what you can do until you try. I promise you, man, it's not a bunch of slogans and stuff. I'm living proof. I wouldn't be here today. Because I know somebody's watching right now who's thinking, is this all there is to life? Well, if that's all you're going to do is sit on the couch and do nothing, then yeah. But for people like me, I'm like, no, it's not all it is to life. I want to travel. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to push the envelope. And that's what I'm doing with this walk. I can walk 100 miles in 4 days, man. If I can, I need to sit my butt down. Did I get my old man wake-up call? Not today. Will it come later on in that trip? I doubt it, man. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm reading about these long walks. I'm much more prepared than I was in 2005. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to bring y'all along with me. But I'm going to put this country on my back, man. I want it to really mean something. So thank y'all so much for stopping by again. I'm going to talk to you at the end where we're eating breakfast. But it was a hell of a walk. My mother was shocked. Like, they didn't think I could do it. I mean, nothing but 22 kilometers. I've knocked it out. It's funny, though, because about an hour in, man, I was like, wow, I was feeling the rust. But that's all it is. Once these old bones got loosened up, man, I killed that 22 kilometers. 3.5 hours, man. I started out at 6:05. We arrived in Vallehermosa right at the border at 9:30. And I couldn't be more happy, man. So thank y'all so much for all your support, all your encouragement, all your help, because I'm going to need it, man. There's nothing easy about this. But I changed my mind about the theme of my walk. I was about a quarter way through, man. I kept meeting people on the side of the road. They were stopping me, asking me where I was going. Just to look in their eyes, man, it's like, if anybody could use some hope right now, they can. And that's what I want to do. I just want to give some hope to the Filipino people. It's a spiritual gift, man. Sometimes we have to give more than money. Enjoy this beautiful scenery. Next week, I'm going to walk from this particular spot right here onto Gahunan, because I want to get an actual view of my first leg. It's going to be my most difficult leg, everybody, because there's not many hotels on this route. So I just wanted to see how it's going to feel, man. I'm feeling good right now. I could keep going. I could have kept going, but I'm not going to push it. I'm going to stay with my training program. I'm going to walk 3 to 4 hours a day all next week into Saturday. And I'm right here where you see me right now. I'm going to take from there. I'm going to ride the bus from here, get off, and walk another 25 kilometers to Gahunan. And that'll be the first leg of my trip, September 16th. Take care, everybody. Thank y'all again. I really appreciate it. How long did that take me? What time is it? Okay. Okay. Thank y'all so much for coming along with us on the walk. It went great. 22 kilometers in 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's damn good. I learned a lot about these shoes. They're going to hold up, but I'm going to have 2 pairs. Halfway through the walk, I'm going to switch up. I'm going to get those Brooks shoes. My training is coming along great. I mean, I feel good. I could keep going, believe it or not. My next long walk will be next Saturday from Vallehermosa, the city limit, to Gahunan, which is going to complete my first day on the walk. I just want to get in a visual of where I'm going because this is going to be my toughest part. See, this is where the long stretches with no hotels or restaurants or anything like that. But as I said before, I've changed the theme. No longer about unity, expat unity. That's not going to work. If we're not united at this point, it's never going to happen. This is about hope. You know, I'm dedicating my walk to Filipinos all over the country. This is just a spiritual gift I'm giving back to Filipinos, thanking them for the new life I've been given over here. Let's be honest, man. We always talk about the new life we give these women, but what about the new life we've been given? You know, compassion leaves footprints. You know, you can't talk compassion. You got to walk that, man. And I think I have. A lot of these ungrateful expats, all they need is a swift kick in the behind. It's every man for himself over here. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I'm building a community, though, that I'm proud of. So when you see Sunshine Shoulders, I don't want you to think of Calvin. I want you to think of the community. Because we've done some great things, man. And I'll talk about it on my live stream. But yeah, the shoes are great, guys. Thank you, Emmanuel Finley, for the shirts. First time I wore it. And I'm going to wear it on my first day walking. Because, of course, it's bright. It's got the reflections all over it. I'm going to need to leave earlier. I got a late start today at 6:05. I hit the main stretch at 6:05. I arrived in Vallehermosa at 9:34. So it's about 3 hours and 30 minutes. I was kicking, guys. I was actually getting stronger. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. If you're in America, it's late. I'm sorry that this is going to upload late, but I had to do my walk. I had to test the water. There was no doubt in my mind that I can complete this walk. I know there's a lot of doubters out there, but you give me strength, man. I was actually getting stronger. That's going to be fuel. It's going to be motivation. I hope you're able to help somebody, but you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift while you're on your lunch break. See somebody out in the street or wherever you see them. Buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's not even 10 a.m. yet on a beautiful Saturday morning. We're here right on the borderline of Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental. We're at the seaside restaurant. We're about getting ready to eat. Not a day goes by I don't help somebody, man. Proud to say that last night we awarded 5,000 pesos grand prize to complete our 50,000 peso Sunshine Shoulders giveaway drawing to celebrate 50,000 subscribers. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. September 16th, The Walk, to promote fitness and to give hope. This walk is dedicated to Filipinos all around the country. Take care.